Imagine this. You're sitting in your office chair. You're like working in this 9 to 5 job and you don't really like it here. Yeah, you don't really hate it either, but it's like not really enjoyable. You would rather stay at home and play video games or whatever. But you have free time right now and it's quite chill and everything. But in this time, you start to think about your life. And to be quite honest, your life kind of feels meaningless right now. You're just chasing after obligations and doing this and doing just normal tasks and everything. You don't know any direction. You're just going through day after day, being literally the same. Nothing changes. Nothing changed actually the last few years. And you actually don't even know what you're doing here. You don't understand why you even got to this world. What is your mission and everything? What is the meaning to life? You literally ask yourself, well, what is the meaning to life? And you can't answer it. Is this really everything there is to life? There must be more, bro. And then you think about what you could have achieved, bro. You're thinking about those cars and watches and everything. But you never did anything. You're here, sitting in your chair, with a meaningless life, bro. Bro, how did we even get here? Isn't there something that you literally came to the world for? There a specific reason why you even exist? Bro, no worries. We gonna fix it. You won't live like this forever. Bro, I remember in the past, literally my whole life, I never had any purpose in my life. I didn't have any direction. I was literally living so fucking shallow. I remember getting into this job because I didn't want to go to school anymore. I fucking hated school, bro. And then I got into this job and I didn't really like it there either. Yeah, it's not that bad. I don't hate going there, but I don't really want to go here. It kind of like it always felt meaningless to do anything in my life. My life was always so meaningless. I didn't have a direction. I never worked towards anything. And in every second of going in my work, I only waited to get off. I only waited to come home to this toxic relation that I had at that time. And then smoke weed. On the weekends, taking drugs or drinking alcohol, bro. My diet was shit. My mental health was shit. My bodily health was shit. And my life was fucking miserable. And a really big part of this was literally just because I didn't have a purpose. Sure, there were some other things like the toxic relationship and me being like actually addicted to drugs and everything. But a big part of me like being literally miserable in this situation was that I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have a direction that I could follow. My life always just felt meaningless. I didn't know what I should do with my life. I always knew that this is not the right thing. This is actually a thought that I had so many times. This is not the right thing. What I'm currently doing is won't lead to anywhere. It doesn't matter, bro. I didn't care about school. I didn't care about this job. I always knew this won't lead anywhere. There's no reason for me even being here. But I still didn't know where else I should look for. The thing that I want to do actually. That I will do for a longer period of time. That I actually want to do in the future and everything. And the sad reality is actually that most men go through their whole lives feeling like this. They always know it's not the right thing to be here, but they don't change anything. They just stay where they're at. They go to the school, they get good grades and everything, and then they go studying, and then they get into their 9 to 5 job until they retire. And once they've retired, what do they do then? Maybe they start a new passion or something like this. Maybe they go as volunteer. Maybe they do something else, bro. They start to live when they're like 70, 80. That's fucked up, bro. If you really think about this, chances are they don't even discover their purpose there. Some do. Actually, I think more people actually do find their purpose when they retire and everything. But for most people, they actually don't even find their purpose when they're retired. Then they go traveling or do some other bullshit, literally like wasting their lives. Their whole fucking lives. They're so trapped in this circle. Going to work that they fucking hate. They don't enjoy going there. And I'm like not hating against like working in a 9 to 5 job or whatever, bro. But most people, I would say 90% of people that go to their 9 to 5 job, their job is not related to their purpose. So basically they're just wasting their time. There are actually two ways, bro. Either they actually hate their job, but they don't change it, or they arrange themselves with them, with this job. But they don't truly enjoy going there. Only a small percentage of people actually enjoy going to their work. And as a masculine man, this is so important. This is so important for us to work on something that is truly meaningful to us. Your life will never really be fulfilled when this is like not the case. When you don't care about your work, when you don't like going to your work, when you actually rather do something else. You might think like everybody is like rather want to do something else than going in the work. But there actually are some people that want to go to their work more than anything else. And those are the people that actually discover their purpose and then work on it every single day, waking up literally hyped up to get to the work. But you need to discover your purpose. And there's actually a good practice. I remember I was laying at my floor and I'm staring at the ceiling and I haven't like moved. I was steady like laying on the fucking floor for the past hour. And it was super fucking boring. I'm only laying there, no music, no anything. I'm just staring at my fucking ceiling, bro. There are not many thoughts anymore, and I'm just laying there. I'm only laying there because my chair like wasn't that comfy anymore. Before this, I would literally like sit in my chair for the past 2 hours staring at my wall. And I have this intention. I want to discover my purpose. Imagine this, bro. You're like literally doing nothing. When have you ever like literally did nothing for hours? No phone, no reading, no watching YouTube, nothing. Literally only sitting there, laying or laying at my floor, bro. Literally looking at the ceiling, staring at the ceiling, not doing anything. Besides having this intention of finding my purpose, getting a realization that would lead me to going after my purpose. And this is actually the thing that you need to do in order to discover your purpose really quick. The reason for this is that you need to get off of all those influences that we are constantly engaged with. You're constantly influenced by something or someone. May it be YouTube, may it be people around you, bro, maybe be a book or whatever. You're constantly influenced by so many people. Actually, you don't even know what your core desire, your purpose is. You don't even know what you want to do, bro. Imagine this. You literally don't know what you want to do. I've chased after so many things, business model after business model, until I realized the whole time I didn't go after my core desire, bro. I rather chase after someone else telling me, yeah, bro, you can make money there. You can make money there. You just don't go after it. That's fucked up. So I'm laying on my floor thinking, what could be my purpose? What could be the thing that I could do that means something to me? That I literally want to do for the next years until there is a new purpose layer arising. And there came so many things. So many things came to my mind. Maybe I should build an agency. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this and this and this and this. Because for so many hours and hours, I would like literally get influenced by all of this YouTube shit, bro. All of this like business self-improvement YouTube shit, bro, telling you, yeah, try this business model, bro. Do some other business model or whatever, bro. Create a side hustle. There are so many fucking side hustle ideas, bro, and none of them are legit. Probably none of them are meaningful to you. So you need to just do this practice where you not get influenced by anything for a few days. I've did this for 2 days, bro. And it actually is quite a frightening. And I was like kind of afraid of doing this practice because for so many months and months I would actually try to build a business, start this project, build an agency, build other things, bro. I've actually like tried to code and everything. I've tried so many things. And I always stopped. And then there was this new business model. Okay, I couldn't do this, bro. This is probably better and everything. I can do faster money there. So I switched model, and I switched model, and I switched model, and I switched model. So many fucking times, actually not even realizing That the thing that I should go after is not something that might seem that there is the most money or whatever. It's rather something that you truly care about. Something that is just related to your core, because then and only then you will actually stick to this. You will actually keep on working on this because you just do it without even wanting to be rewarded. You just do it because you enjoy doing it. And only then you will actually succeed. Because there are so many people doing the same thing that I did, hopping onto a business model, and then they're working and working and working and working, and then suddenly they feel meaningless. They feel like they're not doing the right thing. The discipline dips. At some point, your discipline will dip, bro. It's like guaranteed. Your discipline won't hold for forever. So at some point, you won't have the discipline to proceed anymore, and then you will stop. And while everybody stops, you're there. It's your purpose. You don't need discipline to work on this. You literally enjoy doing this shit. You literally get up every single morning, jumping out of your bed, and you're hyped up to be able to work. You're grateful that you can get up and literally work on this new project that you have. This is something that I wish everybody to experience, honestly. But there are a few things that you also need to keep in mind when looking at purpose. And it's to always prioritize your purpose. This is actually something that I've struggled with a lot. I remember when I had like this girlfriend, and she lived pretty far away. She like studied where I live, and her like hometown was pretty far away. So she would like go there every weekend and everything. And I would go with her sometimes. Obviously, like not all the time, bro. But as much as possible. And I'm staying at her place for a few days, and then we would like drive home again. And then this time, whenever we're at her place, I wouldn't do anything productive. I wouldn't work on my goals. I wouldn't follow after my routines. I wouldn't read. I wouldn't go to the gym. But still, in the moment, it felt like kind of good and everything. So I didn't think about that it might actually be not the right thing. And you will always feel like you want to actually spend so much time with like a girlfriend and everything. When you're like in a relationship, you want to spend as much time as possible with this person. It's like common sense. But actually this can ruin yourself. And this is actually what happened to me. So at some point, I just felt empty. I just felt like this relationship isn't serving me anymore. I felt like I'm diluting my purpose and everything. I'm not really working on my goals. I'm not really making any progress and everything. I felt like I'm wasting my time. And this will actually always be the case for you if you don't prioritize your purpose. You will always not be fulfilled when your purpose is not your priority. This is actually what I do today. Today I literally found like the recipe that you need to follow. I actually were in a relation with this one girl, and I was like working super hard at the time. I was knowing my priority and everything, and I'm going to the gym, I'm working every day, and I'm still like waking up. I'm not negating on my purpose. I'm not negating on my growth and everything. That is literally my priority. So even though I like love that girl and I wanted to spend so much time with her and everything, I wanted to be with her every single minute. I knew my purpose was more important. And this might sound mean or like something bad, something negative, but it's just how it is. In our masculine essence, in our masculine core, we need to prioritize our purpose because that's like the most important thing for us. If your purpose is not in order, your whole life will be shit. So actually, when you don't prioritize your purpose, actually, your relationships also get worse. Your whole life will get worse, and everybody around you will feel this. Everybody around you will be impacted by you not really living up to your purpose. And actually, what happened at this one instance, she was like not there for 2 days. I knew she's like not there for the next 2 days. And I actually felt kind of relieved. I never had this before because I would always like prioritize my relationships and everything, being like the center of my being and everything. My girlfriends are always like the most important thing in my life, and I would just feel bad when they're not there. And for the first time, I actually felt kind of relieved when I knew like she's not there for the next 2 days. I'm like not saying, bro, I'm relieved for when she's like gone, but I just knew that when she's not there, I can literally work all fucking day long. Every hour of this fucking day, I can literally work, and it felt like good to know this. And don't get me wrong, I want to be around her. I want to be around this girl and everything. But your purpose always needs to be your priority. You need to align your whole fucking life around your purpose. And it's not only your relationships, it's actually your whole life. So every action in your life should be aligned to your purpose. And when I was back in school, I wanted to like get a better degree and everything. I wanted to become an architect, and I actually thought like this is my purpose. Actually, thinking back now, it was just to please my dad because he's an architect and everything. But I didn't really have a good understanding of myself and of all of those purpose topics and everything. So I was in school, and halfway in, I realized that I don't even want to be an architect anymore. Now I want to build this agency. I want to build this business and this business and this business. I literally like started three businesses at a time or something like this. So I wanted to align my life around it. And it actually felt like it's quite unnecessary to go to school anymore. But I needed to go there. And every time I would go there, it felt like so burdened. I didn't want to go there. I knew I'm wasting so much time. I could have like used this time when I were in school to literally work on my projects, work on my business and everything. But I just couldn't align my life around my purpose at this time because I just needed to go to school. But it still felt like a bad thing to go there. You will always feel like this. You will always feel like you're wasting time. You're not doing the right thing when you're like not doing something that will lead towards your goal, that will lead towards you working on your purpose and everything. And I'm not like talking about don't do anything besides working and everything. That's like also not that good for you. It's not that healthy to work 14 hours a day and don't do anything else, eat shitty and everything. But to some degree, you can align your whole life around it and actually doing those free time activities. I'm not talking about like go play video games or watch Netflix or something like this, bro. You know what I mean, bro. I mean to like, sure, go out with your friends, do something with them, be social or do something to relax and everything. Don't be too stuck in your ways, but in your free time, in the time where you don't work, you should actually do things that help you to work harder. And those may be obvious things like reading books about working harder or getting education and everything. But it can also be like superficial things. Going out with your friends so you have a balanced life, so you feel better and you have like more mental clarity. Going into nature and things like those. But at least like don't do things that harm your productivity, you working on your goals, on your purpose. But at that time with the school, I couldn't really control it. But sometimes you actually can control it. But it's really hard. It's actually sometimes really fucking hard because we're so addicted to some things, and there are some instances that we just tend to not be able to solve, or although we like know there's an easy solution and everything. And actually, this was the case one time. I had this job that literally fucked up my life, my mental health, my physical health, everything. I went back to being this fucking degenerate. And somehow it actually was a good thing. It was actually a good thing that my life was so ruined at that time. Because I stopped working at all those past projects, all those past businesses that I thought like were my purpose and everything. So it literally gave me space to discover my purpose. So in this time when I had like this job that burdened me, that fucked me up, it was still a good thing because I discovered my purpose. And as soon as I quit my job, I wanted to work on my purpose all day long and everything. And I actually did. Wednesday, Thursday, and then there was Friday. And I was still friends with those people at the job that I had. And we would always drink on the weekend. And it's Friday. My friend's writing me, let's go partying. Want to come over? Let's drink something. And I'm sitting here. I made a commitment to myself. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I'm like working and everything. I'm being ambitious again. I'm finally feeling like a bit better. Because I finally get to work again. For the past months, I literally fucked up my body and my mind and everything. And finally, I'm here. I don't have anything else to do, and I can actually work, be productive, go to the gym, do all of those good habits. I really didn't want to go there. Something inside of me screamed, "Stay here, bro. This is not the right thing to do, you know this." But I just couldn't resist. Imagine this, bro. You literally know that this is not the right thing. You know that this will harm you. You know that you don't even really want to go there. Just a day ago, you would think to yourself, I would actually think like, I don't even enjoy drinking. I don't even enjoy doing all of this shit. But here I am, not being able to resist out of a few reasons, bro. I like didn't have any other friends and shit like this, and I was actually quite addicted to this stuff. Drinking, fucking, doing all of this degenerate shit. So I couldn't resist. I just went there. I went there, I drank, I fucked, I fapped, I did all of this degenerate shit. For 2 days, and literally my whole week was wasted. Actually, over a week is wasted every single time when you go drinking. It would take like 2 days for me to even get out of my bed. For 2 days. Bro, imagine this. You've like drank for one night, and for the next 2 days you can't even get out of your bed. I was in my bed, fapping all day, watching Netflix, watching YouTube. This degenerate YouTube shit, bro. No, not like informational content. Eating shit. Smoking my fucking vape in my fucking room like a fucking retard. And when I was able to get up at like Wednesday, my focus was fucked. I never had really focus. I never really could focus. My motivation was fucked. I didn't enjoy working. I didn't really like being here. And I just felt horrible. For so long, I actually felt like this. I felt so fucking horrible. I didn't want to work. And it only was now that I actually aligned my whole life around this. And my day only consists out of working, being productive, and doing things that actually help me to work harder, to actually help me to get a better life, to get a better mental state and a physical state. But I needed extreme change. I couldn't just change this one thing and then the whole thing like aligns themselves and everything. You like literally need to be extreme sometimes. I literally cut out everybody. I didn't have a single person that I talked to at that time. I stopped all of my bad habits, and it actually felt shit when you like quit your bad habits, because bad habits is not only like fapping, which is like obvious that we shouldn't do it, but also things like watching TV. I quit watching Netflix because I knew it's like not the right thing, but it actually was like Netflix was quite hard. And I didn't immediately do this, but I knew I need to do this because it's the right thing for me. And actually, I thought if I quit watching Netflix, I won't have fun in my life anymore. Which is actually kind of absurd. If you really think about it, I've had fun like working on my my project and everything, on my purpose. I actually had more fun working on my purpose than I had like watching Netflix. And here I am, not wanting to quit Netflix because I fear not having fun in my life anymore, bro. It's like stupid. If you're in this situation and looking at it from like an outside angle, but if it's like you think it's stupid, you think it's irrational, but when you're in this position, you will have thoughts that don't make sense. That just don't make sense. But to you they make sense, bro. I literally thought I won't have fun in my life anymore. And it will actually be hard. I won't lie to you, bro. I won't lie to you. This shit will actually be hard. Changing your identity, changing all of this shit in extreme things will actually be hard. But you need to go through this uncomfortable period. There's literally no way around this. There's no way around you going through this uncomfortable period because everybody actually did. Everybody that changed their lives, everybody that achieved anything in their lives, literally went through this uncomfortable period, bro. You can literally ask everybody. Everybody that is like successful in some kind of way went through this uncomfortable period where they felt like shit, where they had massive doubt, where they were like afraid of so many things. But you just need to go through this. I remember literally sitting at my desk here and I was ready to cry. I felt like this massive pressure on my chest and I literally felt like shit. I didn't want to go on. I didn't want to proceed going after this thing. I had so many doubts. Is this really the thing that I want to do for the rest of my life, bro? It literally felt so fucking uncomfortable. I didn't want to be in this life that is like super hard and everything. I've searched for so many easy ways, thinking about okay, bro, I could go back and everything. But all the time, I knew that this is the only way. I reminded myself why I even started doing this. You don't do this just because you like harming yourself. You do this because of a specific reason, and this reason is probably really fucking big. It's actually a good thing to feel your pain. To feel your pain of your current situation. Because this is a fucking massive motivation. I only really started this again because I felt like shit. I was at a point where I didn't want to proceed anymore. I didn't want to live like this anymore. I was literally laying in my bed and I was about to cry. I literally was so close to crying. I think I even cried there. I literally laid in my bed. I was back from drinking and I laid in my bed and I literally cried without a specific reason. My life just was shit. I didn't want to live like this anymore. It was so meaningless. So I've used this pain as a motivation to actually change, to become this new version of myself. So it's a good thing to always remind yourself why you even started. And most of the time for us, it's probably because of pain. Pain is always a bigger motivator than gain. You won't work as hard for to gain something than to run away from pain. So feel into your pain and use this shit for your advantage. If you have really great pain, you actually have such a great competitive advantage over literally everybody. It's a race of the people that actually have the greatest pain, and this is like kind of absurd if you think about it. But it just be like this. There's no need to hate this. Just acknowledge it and use it for your advantage. So yeah, bro, we fixed it. Let's go back real quick and see how it goes now. You finally quit that job. It was actually quite hard because for such a long time you always were so afraid of going out of there, quitting this job. But now you look back and you actually realize that it probably was the best decision that you ever made. You finally started working on your purpose. You found it and you literally aligned your whole life around it. And after years of being miserable, not knowing your direction and everything, actually being quite depressed, you finally feel fulfilled. And literally every morning, you're jumping out of your bed, hyped up to just work. You never thought that this was possible, that this was possible for you. You thought like there are some people that are blessed, but you're not one of them. But here you are, just smiling at your computer, being grateful that you actually can work on something that is truly meaningful to you. And I'm actually grateful that you came here. I'm grateful that you put in the work that it took and you didn't look back. But I told you this will work. I will share all my knowledge for free, and I'm aiming to make this as valuable as possible. But it still genuinely took me years to get to the position that I'm in today. And I've had a fuck ton of knowledge, bro. So if you want to make faster progress than I did, I can offer you my personal help. Just click the link in the description and we'll have a brief call. Until next time, have a good one. Mwah.